At it again, and I came across this video and saw the title. I was just like, I don't care. I gotta check this one out. The title of this is "Students Say Christmas Promotes Christian Privilege." Yeah. I'm sorry. This stuff is just out of hand. It's funny at this point. Oh, man. Privilege. It's spreading hate. Oh, man. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Thanks for tuning in, too. And with that being said, let's dive in.
I'm Addison Smith with Campus Reform. We're in Washington, D.C. today talking to students about Christmas. There's a lot of talk that the holiday season is not inclusive enough. The Center for Racial Justice in Education put out a racial justice guide for the winter holiday season, claiming that Christians benefit from Christian privilege this time of year. We're going to get students' reactions to this. Do they agree? And what should we do about it? Let's find out. Christmas is coming up. A lot of people say that this time of year is a time that needs to be more inclusive. Is that something that you would agree with?
Yeah, I definitely think that. I recently went to a Christmas show by the, I think it was the Gay Choir of DC, and they sung a song just like, Merry Everything, and I think that's like really important.
Okay, Merry Everything. Can you sing it for me?
Merry Everything.
Do you think around this
How trash was that? Oh my goodness. Merry Everything. Like, no. That don't even sound right. Merry Everything. They're losing their minds. They are losing their minds.
time of year one holiday gets more emphasis put on it than another?
Yeah, Christmas for sure. Yeah, definitely for sure.
I think it's Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, decorations will naturally favor towards Christmas decorations because of the history of just a lot of Christianity. As far as the rhetoric that people say, I feel like Happy Holidays is definitely more common.
I think it's honestly kind of natural with when the majority population celebrates Christmas.
You see that as a good thing, bad thing?
Probably not a good thing. It's best to be inclusive in my opinion.
The Center for Racial Justice in Education.
Okay. All right. So, according to their way of thinking, right, celebrating Christmas is not inclusive enough. So we should be more inclusive. Say Merry Everything. Well, along those same lines, speaking English isn't inclusive enough. So when you say hello to someone, not only do you need to say it in English, but you need to say it in Spanish, in French, in Portuguese, in Latin. You need to say hello in about 1,000 different ways so that you are inclusive to everyone. Because we don't all speak English, of course. Woo! Oh, let's see you attempt that one. Oh, goodness gracious, man.
Put out a racial justice guide for the holiday season, and they claim that there's too much Christian privilege in the country around this time of year. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree.
I think that's a fair assessment.
I guess they're right.
I mean, even with the Starbucks cups, they're Christmas colors. Just the way that Christmas is marketed throughout our community, there's not enough Kwanzaa or Hanukkah.
I don't really know exactly what Christian privilege is per se. I myself am a Christian, but I don't know. I don't really advertise it that well, so I don't know if I experience it myself.
Maybe a little bit just because of how Christmas is portrayed.
The culture of Christmas trees, giving Christmas gifts, the culture of consumerism.
I hope they do realize they don't have to celebrate Christmas. You can celebrate whatever you want to. But when a majority of the population celebrates something, you're going to see it a lot more. If the majority of the population spoke Spanish, then guess what? You're going to hear Spanish a lot more. That's a majority of the population. That's just the way that it goes. Anyway.
Based around Christmas and therefore based around the holidays. I think those are two good examples.
A lot of it might have to do with like advertising. Christmas advertising is a lot more appealing to consumers, I think. That will probably lead to Christianity being more of a focus.
And what do you think is the biggest
You know why advertisers do that? Because most of the consumers prefer that. Goodness gracious, it's simple.
problem with that?
I mean, I think it leaves some people out, but I think for the most part, people are doing a good job of starting to change that. People will always stick by their habits, so to break habits like that, it takes a long process and a lot of work.
I would not say it's a direct form of privilege, but I can see how it can like cater to a certain group of people more.
You think that there's a problem with that, or that it's maybe a good thing?
I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing if a group of people is being privileged more so than others. I think the holiday should be somewhat of an equitable time where everybody's getting the same amount of time off, the same liberties, the same privileges. So to that end, I guess it's not a good thing, but for the Christians, I guess it is, right? So
What do you think people can do to make the holiday more inclusive?
I don't know. It's not something that I've thought about. I have been making an effort recently to be saying Happy Holidays rather than Merry Christmas to people. I feel like it's something that I can do that makes it slightly more inclusive.
Right, so I remember a couple years ago there was a whole thing going around where it was, I guess, impolite to say Merry Christmas, and the term that was wanted to be used was just Happy Holidays in general. And I don't want to say take religion out of the equation when referencing Christmas or all those things, because that's what it's about. But, you know, it just can't hurt to be inclusive.
A lot of it would just be the way you interact with like your friends and the people you're around, and not focusing too much on one holiday or the other one, just kind of including everybody in that.
Merry everything?
Merry everything.
All right, well, Merry Christmas.
And he says the Merry Christmas at the end. Love it. Absolutely love it. I mean, just like, oh, man. Another day. Some more BS being spewed. Oh, man. Inclusive. If that's the case, then you got to start saying hello in about 1,000 different languages. And there's more languages than that. I just threw out 1,000. Okay? At least I'm sure there has to be more than 1,000 languages, right? I've never looked it up, honestly. I don't know. But, yeah. And if you don't, then don't say anything at all. Which would be great, too. If you can't say hello in 1,000 different languages, then don't speak to me. You know, I am woke now. I am going to be offended if you don't say hello to me in 1,000 different ways. And I'm going to yell. I'm going to scream. I'm going to cause a scene. I'm going to cry. All of it. Yeah. Yeah. Goodness gracious, man. Part of me wishes I could help these folks, you know, and just tighten some of those screws up, because I feel like they got a couple screws loose. You know what I mean? I got some screwdrivers around here. You know, I'd be willing to help, but you know, man, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. I'm willing to help though. I mean, but this stuff is just. You know? Goodness gracious. Can't even just say Merry Christmas without you. Oh my goodness. Without you just absolutely losing your mind. I'm just saying Merry Christmas. I don't mean any disrespect or any harm to you. Bro, what? It's a good time of the year. Just Merry Christmas. If you want to say Happy Holidays back to me, all right, cool. That's fine. I'm not going to make a scene about it. I'm not going to make a stink about it. But of course, that's too complicated. Anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.